Hello everyone and welcome back. In this episode I'm going to talk about the different services you will need in a BTP sub account for administration purpose. First of all, why do we need a separate sub account for administration purpose? This is needed for services that you can reuse across different sub-accounts. Let's say, for example, transport management service. This is a typical use case that you could put in this administration sub-account because it has connections to your development, a connection to acceptance, a connection to production. If you, for example, would activate this in your development account, that means that your development account has access to acceptance and production. This is something you do not want because if you have this in your development account where build code is active, developers would be able to use that destination in their application, maybe not in Fiori, but in a cloud application, Power Model application, and they can access acceptance, even production. This should never happen. Therefore, we put this and we recommend to put this in a separate account for administration purposes where, of course, all developers have access to transport management service as a business user, but they do not have access to the destinations. This will be maintained by an administrator. And the transport management service will have access to the different sub-accounts, but the different sub-accounts will be completely isolated. They will not have access to acceptance, acceptance will not have access to production, and so on. So that's why we need to put transport management service in this kind of sub-account. But there are also other good reasons, for example, for reusability of certain services like, for example, Automation Pilot. Automation Pilot is a typical service for administration and they can be reused for other different sub-accounts from in this central administration sub-account. And it's typically for administration tasks to automate this, so makes sense to put this in the administration sub-account. We also have here on the slide, for example, CI/CD. CI/CD is a bit of a different case. It could be useful to have it here in a single place and use it as a central point for all your applications on different sub-accounts. But you could also think how to have it in each development sub-account active. That's a bit up to you. It also depends on how your developers work because build code has functionalities with CI/CD, and to have those functionalities, it needs to be in the same sub-account. So that would be a good reason to have it in your development account, but maybe you don't use it functionality and maybe you will only want to have one center place for your CI/CD, and then the administration sub-account is also the right place to have it. So in the end, the administration sub-account will help you to implement segregation of duties because it's purely for the administration and developers will be on the development account. Security point of view, you isolate development, acceptance and production. And last but not least, you will have reusability for services between different sub-accounts.